Hello everyone, I am coming to you with a bare face because today I would like to show y'all my foundation routine. Now this video is going to be a little bit different from my other videos. I know my other videos I did like a voiceover. This one I'm just going to talk through the whole thing, so it might be a little bit longer than usual. So right now on my face I have on the Ambi Fade Cream, and this one is for like dark spots. And then I also have my It's Potent Eye Cream by Benefit. And this one is just an eye cream I put underneath my eyes and then on my eyelids. It's like a little sample one I got from work. Super cute. And on my lips, all I have is some lip gloss. So, I like to put on all my creams and everything before my eyes, because I want everything to be settled into my skin when it's time to put on my primer and foundation. So for primer, I'm using the BECCA Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. And this is a silicone-based primer. So what I'm going to do is just take some of that. Not too much, because this stuff is, one, pretty expensive. And you don't need a lot. And I'm just really putting it on my nose, my chin, and then my forehead, where I get the oiliest at. And with this primer, you don't want to like rub it in. You just want to tap. And you can see those areas of my face are already starting to become matte. Okay. If you see all this like concealer and stuff, that's going to get covered up with foundation and more concealer, but blended out, if that makes sense. Alright, and so for foundation, I'm using my L'Oreal True Match Paris in C6 Sable Dough. And that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. And then I'm using some of the Custom FX Cover Drops, but that's already mixed in with the L'Oreal foundation. And then I'm using the BECCA Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. Now I like a very full coverage face. I don't want to see no type of dark marks because I have a lot from acne. So that's why I use, it might be a lot to some people. So what I'm going to do now is take some of that C6, the L'Oreal True Match, shake it up. And this stuff is pretty runny. So I just place it on the back of my hand. Or if you have like, I have mixing trays. I just don't know where they at. So right now I'm just going to use the back of my hand. And if you look at it, see how runny it is? And then I'm going to take my BECCA foundation, my cream foundation. That one's like a lot thicker. And this one is in tobacco, I believe. Yep, it's in tobacco. So now with just a brush I have laying around, I'm just going to mix my foundations together. And it's going to become a lot thicker than what you've seen before. And the brush I like to use is the E.L.F. Ultimate Blending Brush. You can really get this at Target or at eyeslipsface.com. And I always spray my brush first with a little bit of the NYX matte setting spray. Just because I don't want my brush to soak up all the product. And just tap it on the back of my hand. And then place where I want it to be, like in the area. And then blend it out. I gotta move my baby hairs out the way. And then pick up some more of that foundation. And then just go on top of the forehead. Because you don't want your face and your forehead to be two different colors. That's not cute. And then when I get to my hairline, I like really push it back because I don't want it to appear like I have on a mask or anything. And this is what I was talking about in my previous video that I posted before this one. Obviously, it's previous. And then if I can see a little bit more dark spots, whatever foundation I have left, I just tap it to give myself more coverage instead of buffing it in. Ew. Hair. Okay, so now that I have my foundation on, you can see I look a little glowy. I like to move on to concealing and highlighting. And right now, for concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in 35 Deep. It's this one right here. And then I like to highlight with the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch. And this is in Honeymell. So, first, I grab my Fit Me. Put that all under my eye. Give my Lumi a couple of taps. And then I go ham, basically. Put that right on top. And right now I'm using a, I guess it's not a beauty blender. This is like the blending sponge. There we go. Blending sponge by Forever 21. Yeah. They have these at the little grab and goes. And it was like $5. And it came with this one and a teardrop shaped one. And I like using this side because of the point. I can get all up under my eye. And you can see how good this blends it out. The concealer and everything. And then I use the other side to just blend out the edges. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And I'll be right back. Alright, now that I have both sides blended out, whatever I have left on my beauty sponge, I'm just going to, or blending sponge, whatever you want to call this thing, I'm just going to get the high points of my face, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. So now, yeah, something just fell. So now with the E.L.F. small taper brush, I'm going to take my RIMMEL Stay Matte in Sandstorm. This translucent color basically. And I just swirl my brush in there and set this under eye area. And we're going to let this cook. Now when we say we're going to let it cook, we want the concealer and everything to absorb the powder. So when it's time to wipe it away and blend everything out, there won't be so much, it won't look so white. And wherever I put that concealer at, I'm going to hit those same places with this powder, this translucent powder. And I know I'm using a lot of E.L.F. brushes. I really do like E.L.F. brushes. This is not a sponsored video by E.L.F. I just like their brushes. I'm using the E.L.F. mineral powder brush. And it's kind of like just a small, like, I'm using it for contouring. And then I'm using my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. And it's just this beautiful palette with 2 highlighters, 2 shimmering highlighters, and then 2 matte ones. And then 4 contour colors. I used to use the yellow color for highlighting underneath my eye, but it became, I don't know. I didn't like the way it started looking eventually. So now I'm going to pick up these 2 shades right here. These are the ones that I think look best on my skin tone. I think they look best on my skin tone. And I just go back and forth into them. And go like this with my brush because we don't want any fallout.
The lighting keeps changing. I don't want it to change. Come on, son.
If the lighting keeps changing, it's because I'm using natural light right now. And my blinds and the sun are not cooperating. So yeah, just going back and forth into each color. Making my kissy face. Starting at my ear. And going right now, this is nothing. This is just the highlight color. You can see that it kind of already maps out where your contour should be. So I'm going literally from right here to right there where you can see that line already. Picking up some more color. And then once I like the way that looks, I'm going to start buffing it up. Because we don't want, like, you know, a crazy line to our highlight. And then warming up my face. So my forehead. Because we don't want our forehead to look too big. Getting it in my hairline. Because we don't want anything to be 2 different colors looking crazy. And then just doing the same thing to the other side. And then whatever's left on my brush, I just go on the sides of my nose. I don't really contour my nose like that because I think my nose looks fine. I don't want to, I don't know. I don't want to look like I just had like Botox. Go around my jawline to get rid of that double chin. And under my lip so it can appear a little bit bigger. Okay. Alright. So now that I have that, we're almost done. Okay, so now that I'm contoured, highlighted out, I'm just going to apply some blush. And this is the L'Oreal True Match blush in Apricot Kisses. So I'm just taking that with another E.L.F. brush. The E.L.F. Complexion brush. And E.L.F. brushes are like $3, y'all. That's why I like them a lot. I'm just going to give our face some color back. And then with the Duo Fiber brush, I'm just going to go, this is by Real Techniques. This is their Duo Fiber face brush. Just going to go under my eye to get any of that loose powder we had that was cooking in the beginning. Get that out. And then, so now for my highlight, my powder highlight, I'm using MAC Soft and Gentle. It's one of their mineralized skin finishes. Just looks like that. And I'm just taking that with that same brush I had used for my blush. And on the high points of my cheekbones. Just going to place that right there. And whatever's left, go down my nose. And take my finger. So we can look like Rudolph. And then blend it away. So yeah. And once again, this is MAC's Soft and Gentle. One of their most popular highlighters, I think. I could be wrong. Okay, so last but not least, I'm just taking the Real Techniques powder brush, and with that same Rimmel Stay Matte powder that I used underneath my eye, I'm just picking a little bit up and then placing on that pretty much on my whole face just to set everything, and then just blending everything out. Make sure everything is blended out nicely. Nothing looks choppy or anything like that. And I'm going to take my NYX matte finish spray. I don't know why their bottles do that. Like, they sink in once you, like, keep using it. And I'm just going to spray my face so everything will sit. And if you do get foundation in your hair or on your edges, I'm taking the Miracle It's a 10 and a boy brush. This is from one of my cousins that left it over here. And I just brush everything back and then just bring them out again. Now you don't want to comb it too hard because you don't want to mess up your foundation or anything. That's that. So now you know, you can see like we don't have any foundation in our hair. Put on a little lipstick. And this is our finished look. And on my eyes, because I know I'm going to get questions, I have on the Naked Smoky by Urban Decay. And this was just released last Thursday. It's been out a week exactly from today. So yeah, I have on this color right here. It's in High. I have on Armor and Password. Those are the colors I have on my lid today. On my eyelids today. So if you would like to see a tutorial on this look, well, my eyes, I guess, using this palette, go ahead and leave it in a comment below. I hope you guys enjoyed my foundation routine. Once again, this is what works for me. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe already. I'm trying to do at least 2 videos a week. This week I was slacking, but I'm coming back and better, you guys. Oh, and I look like I'm dressed like this because I'm going to work. So that's why I'm kind of boring today. But for rings, these are from Forever 21. It's just a regular, ooh, I didn't mean to flick it off. It's just a regular ring and then a knuckle ring. And then these 2 knuckle rings are by Charlotte Russe. And this necklace is my mom's. And I think it's from Tiffany. So I'm about to go put this back before I go to work because I don't even trouble. So once again, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed day.